And welcome to the Three Guys podcast with Brett, Brian, and Derek. Brett will be joining us shortly. He had a long day at work, but we have another special. Actually, the second time we've had Jennifer Pesicka on with us. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thanks for welcoming me back. I guess that means I didn't screw it up too bad the first time.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to come back because I figured that might have been the end of it for you after the first time. Because I might have not. I may have just skipped out myself. So how's everything going?
Everything's good. You know, here in California, we just opened back up a couple of weeks last week, I guess. And so things are rocking and rolling.
Did you go away this weekend, Brian?
So my wife and daughter went away camping, and I went with. It was Father's Day when they went, so we went with them, and it was beautiful. We're finally getting that awesome spring weather. It was beautiful this week. Jen and I were just talking a few minutes ago about being outside. I'm really fortunate to be able to put my office outside right now. I don't mean to brag, but I am able to do that.
Humble brag.
So Jen, we haven't done your intro yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to introduce Jen Nieves.
Nieves.
Nieves. That was very
Puerto Rican for snow. So I'm technically Jennifer Snow.
Wow.
So were you on Game of Thrones?
I channeled my inner Game of Thrones gal.
So Jennifer, we're going to call Jennifer number 2. Jennifer number 1, Jen Pesicka is with us.
Impact that they have had, because I know they've that crowd that goes inside the arena, it's like they're selling out all the time. What what impact has that team had on that area? And obviously in addition to the Raiders going out there.
Huge. I have to say, you talked about an elephant in the room. It's crazy how our country goes through these cycles, but our city has gone through these cycles. So Vegas Strong happened, right? We had this shooting October 1st, and it just destroyed the morale of the community. And then they bonded together. So through all things bad comes something good. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I feel like the city became a cohesive glue. So there was this catastrophe. Vegas Strong happened. The Knights came in, they crushed it. And then it just became this brand that defined a city. Do you know what I'm saying? They are die hard here. Hockey, honestly, I would go to hockey games for my friends when I was in high school. And it seems so crazy, but we would go to the Santa Fe, or we'd go to all these little off the beaten path type of casinos and go to their hockey rinks and watch them play. So to have a hockey, an NHL team here is, I never expected it in my lifetime, but it really kind of was something that was in the culture, but it just was teed up in the right time and the right moment to become the brand that defines a community.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Cookies or cake?
Cookies.
Read a book or do an audible?
Read a book.
Okay. And dun 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 dun. Here's the drum roll. Prime time, them in the 80s or 90s. Rob Lowe or Tom Cruise?
That's a hard one. Gosh. Rob Lowe, Less Than Zero, that era was kind of tough, but he was always messed up. I'd have to go with Tom Cruise.
You liked him in Risky Business, didn't you? Sliding across the floor in his underwear.
I mean, yeah.
Or Tom Cruise, Top Gun. Tom Cruise,
Tom
Gun.
Cruise, Top Gun.
Yeah.
Cocktail.
Yeah, that's Brian's favorite, Top Gun.
Cocktail's a good movie too. Yeah. Okay. Attend a party or host a party?
Host the party.
Okay. Why host a party?
Because I'm actually quite an introvert. And so if I host the party, I can be overdoing other things. If I attend a party, I feel like I have to be social.
Well, a follow-up question on that one. Would you invite Brian?
Sure. Everybody's welcome into my home.
Oh, she said no.
I'm only saying that because he lives in Boston, which is 3,000 miles
You're
away.
only saying that because he invited you on the podcast as a co-host.
True.
Let's just be real.
True.
I'm
I
with.
work with him, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna make Brian feel better about himself. If he wears his vest, he gets free pass VIP.
Definitely.
Vest required.
That's interesting. You said that about the like keeping yourself busy, because I'm the same way. Like I go to a party, I'm like, what do I say? Am I even interested enough to even like to keep people like intrigued or even there sitting next to me?
Right.
Art museum or history museum?
Interesting. Probably history museum.
Okay. Reality show or documentary?
Documentary.
Okay. And the last one, this one's kind of funny one. Robots or dinosaurs?
Oh shit.
Jesus. That's an odd
Excuse me.
question.
Shoot. Oh shoot. Dinosaurs or robots? Man, robots are gonna take over my job, so I'm going dinosaurs. At least they move slow enough you can outrun them.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
unique question.
That's great.
Yeah, what made you come up with that one?
I found it. I saw it. And I was like, oh man, this is a really good question. I'm a big dinosaur guy. So, yeah.